Hi friends, welcome to this quick and gentle yoga flow. My name is Allie and I'll be leading you through your practice. We're going to start by lying back in Shavasana, just to really come into this now moment, grounding down. So lay back on your mat, closing your eyes down, really taking up space here. Let your feet be as wide as the mat. Your arms are out to your side at a comfortable distance. And bring your attention to your breath. Really feeling your rib cage and belly expand on your inhales and feeling it contract on your exhales. Now start to do a quick body scan, starting at the top of your head and working all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just noticing any sensations your body might be sending you. Not judging or labeling anything as good or bad, but just simply noticing what's here. Making sure that throughout this practice you're listening to your body and honoring where your body is at today. Now go ahead and check in with yourself mentally. How are you really feeling today? What kind of thoughts are you having? What have you been telling yourself? Again, not labeling anything as good or bad or judging here, but just simply noticing where you're at. It's just as important to check in with yourself mentally as it is physically. So go ahead and take an inhale here, and then exhale out your mouth, letting go of any thought patterns that are not serving you. Good. Take another inhale, and then exhale, releasing any physical tension in the body. One more just like that to really come into this now moment. Inhale, and then exhale out. Now we're going to begin to move, so go ahead and pull both knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe you want to find stillness here or rock side to side, giving your lower back a massage. Go ahead and extend that left leg to be flat on the mat, keeping your right knee pulled in towards your chest, holding on with both hands. We're going to start waking up our hips, hamstrings, groins, lower back. So just make sure to breathe into any areas of tightness that you find. Now bring your left hand to your left hip, reminding it to stay down on the mat, bringing your right knee out towards the side. You kind of want to open your leg out, but also a little bit up, bringing the knee towards your armpit. Don't worry, it does not have to go anywhere near your armpit. That's just the intention that we're setting. Good. Now let that left hand reach for your right knee as it gently guides your knee across your body. Your right hand can stay out to your side. Seeing if you can relax into this twist, letting your right shoulder drop towards the mat. If you need a little bit more space, you can shimmy your left shoulder out a bit more. Now go ahead and bring your knee back to center, curling your left knee up to meet the right, staying here for a moment. Then go ahead and extend that right leg out flat on the mat, keeping your left knee curled in towards your chest. Breathing here for a moment. Now bringing your right hand to your right hip to keep it down, bringing your left knee out towards the side, remembering to bring it out and a little bit up, just so we can make sure that we're getting into that groin stretch. Now give that left knee to your right hand as it gently guides it across the body, letting your left arm come out to your side. Again, dropping that left shoulder towards the mat, just breathing here in this twist. Bringing that left knee back to center, go ahead and curl that right knee back up to meet it again, bringing both knees towards your chest. Again, staying still here, or maybe you want to rock side to side. Now we're just going to come up to a seated position, however is most comfortable for you. So we'll meet in Sukhasana, easy pose, sitting crisscross, really lengthening your back, sitting up tall here. Go ahead and take an inhale, and then on your exhale, drop your right hand or maybe even your right forearm to the mat, letting that left arm reach up overhead, making sure that you're really spiraling your chest up towards the ceiling here, not collapsing down towards the mat so we get that side body stretch. Inhale, coming back to center, and then exhale, dropping that left hand or maybe your left forearm to the mat, reaching that right arm up and overhead, really lengthening the side body here. Really remembering to keep both sit bones grounded into the mat while you are doing this stretch, not letting that hip come up. On your next inhale, coming back up to center, again, sitting up nice and tall here. Take an inhale, and then exhale your right ear to your right shoulder, getting the stretch in the left side of your neck. Breathing here. Good. Inhale your head back up to center, and then exhale your left ear to your left shoulder, making sure to keep both of your shoulders relaxed here. Inhale your head back up to center, making sure that your chin is directly over your chest. Go ahead and drop your head back, not forcing it, but just letting it rest backwards. Stretching your throat and the front of your neck here. Maybe you even want to open your mouth, relax your tongue, and move your jaw side to side to release any tension here. We all hold so much tension in our jaw without even noticing it sometimes. Inhale, bringing your head back to center, and then exhale, bringing your chin towards your chest. Making sure that as you're doing this stretch, you're really bringing your chin towards your chest, but also sitting up straight, bringing your chest towards your chin, not letting your shoulders collapse here. Inhale, bringing your head back up to center. And then we are all just going to meet on all fours for some cat-cow to warm up our spine. So go ahead and get your shoulders stacked over your wrist, making sure your fingers are spread apart, your hips are stacked over your knees, and your knees are about hip width apart. Inhale, dropping your belly towards the mat, creating that valley in your lower back, looking up if it's okay on your neck. And then exhale, rounding your back, bringing your chin towards your chest. Really pressing your hands into the mat so you can feel that stretch in your shoulder blades. Inhale, dropping your belly towards the mat, looking forward or up, stretching your throat, your chest, your belly. And then exhale, rounding your back, bringing your chin towards your chest. And then inhale, dropping your belly towards the mat, creating that valley in your lower back, looking up. And then just do a few more of these with your own breath at your own pace, just really coming into your body for this practice. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine and go ahead and bring your hands about another palm distance up the mat, curling your toes under and lifting your knees, sending your hips back for your first down dog. Keeping a slight bend in your knees at first, or maybe you even want to pedal one leg out at a time, really waking up the hamstrings here. Making sure you look like an inverted V from the side, so you might need to lengthen or shorten your down dog. Good. Now coming back to stillness, take a look up at your hands and just walk your feet towards your hands, staying draped over in this ragdoll position. You can keep a slight bend in your knees here, holding onto opposite forearms or elbows. You can stay still, or maybe you want to rock side to side. Coming back to center stillness, we're going to inhale, halfway lift, bringing our hands into our shins, really lengthening our back here, creating that long line of energy from your hips to your head. Exhale, forward folding again. Inhale, keeping a bend in your knees, sweeping your arms up overhead, letting your fingertips touch. And then exhale, bringing your hands into heart center. We're going to prepare for warrior one. So bringing your hands to your hips, keeping that right foot where it's at. Go ahead and charge the left foot back. Your left foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Really lunging into that front knee, making sure that that front knee is directly over your ankle. Keeping your hands into heart center, or maybe you want to reach those arms up overhead, letting your fingertips touch if it's okay on your shoulders. Your heels can either be in one straight line, or you can be on separate railroad tracks, widening your stance just a little bit. Really keeping strong and active throughout both legs here. Now we're going to transition to warrior two. So go ahead and open your hips out towards the side of the mat, maybe repositioning that back foot to be more parallel with the back of the mat. Reaching both arms out towards your sides, gazing over the fingertips of that right hand. Now we're going to straighten that front leg, bringing our gaze to the left fingertips, reaching that right arm as far out as we can and letting it drop to meet our right leg. Reaching that left arm up overhead, making sure your shoulders are stacked, you're breathing here, you're strong, both legs are engaged, your core is engaged. You can have that right hand either above your knee, on your shin, or maybe even on your ankle. Just doing whatever's comfortable for you, but no matter where it's at, making sure that you're spiraling your chest towards the ceiling by pressing your hips forward and your shoulders back. Really lengthening here, making sure not to collapse down. Now letting that left arm pull you back up to standing. We'll bring our hands to our hips and let that left foot meet our right foot at the top of the mat. Just simply switching to the other side. So now we'll keep that left foot where it's at and charge the right back for warrior one. Again, bending into that front knee. Your knee is over your ankle, making sure not to dip past. Go ahead and bring your arms up overhead if that's comfortable for you today. Again, your heels can be in one line or they can be on separate railroad tracks. Really breathing here. You're so strong. This is such a powerful pose. And now we're going to take it into warrior two. So bringing your hips to face the side of the mat, maybe adjusting that back foot to be parallel with the back of the mat. Still bending into that front knee, making sure that your knee is going towards the pinky side of your foot and not dipping in towards your big toe. Really engaging your thighs. We'll prepare for triangle, so straightening that front leg, bringing your gaze to your right fingertips, letting that left hand guide you, reaching out, and then down, resting it on your left leg, wherever is comfortable, maybe on your thigh, your shin, or your ankle. That right arm is reaching up overhead, stacking your shoulders. Your gaze can be up at that right hand, or if this is too much on your neck today, you can go ahead and look forward or down at the left foot. Wherever you are, you're breathing. Really spiraling your chest up towards the ceiling by pressing your hips forward and your shoulders back. Go ahead and let that right arm pull you back up, bringing that right foot to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweeping arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing your hands into your shins, lengthening the back. Exhale, forward fold. Planting your hands into the mat, we're going to come up to a high push-up position. Just go ahead and step back to a plank. We're going to be holding this for a brief moment, so if at any time you need to put your knees down, please go ahead and do that. This is your practice. Listen to your body, but go ahead and press your hands really into the mat, pressing away from the mat, really engaging your core and your glutes here. You're strong, you're active, you're breathing while you're here. You're almost done. One more breath. And then go ahead and lower your knees down to the mat, crossing your ankles and coming to a seated position. Now just extending both legs out in front of you, really lengthening here, sitting up tall, making sure that your feet are both flexed, your toes are facing you. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead, and then exhale, forward folding. Really making sure that you're hinging at the hips as you forward fold, not rounding your back. Your hands do not have to touch your toes at any point of this stretch. You can easily leave them on your thighs, sitting up straight, really lengthening your back, maybe to your shins, or maybe you can grab your ankles. Or maybe at some point you can go ahead and reach your toes or the outsides of your feet. Regardless of where you're at, you're doing amazing. You're still getting the same stretch. And just go ahead and relax your head down whenever you're getting as far as you're gonna go today. Breathing into the stretch, really feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and your back, keeping a slight bend in your knees if you need to. Beautiful. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up halfway, and then exhale, letting yourself roll all the way up. And we are now just going to simply lie back on our mat, ending as we began in Shavasana, one of my personal favorite poses, the pose of integration, where you can really soak in all the good that you've just done for yourself, really feeling all the space and the strength you've created, and really letting it become a part of you. You should really be so proud of yourself that you took this time for self-care and to show your body and your mind some love. So just sit here for a few moments, really taking it all in. Go ahead and inhale here, and then exhale out, letting go. Another just like that inhale, and then exhaling out your mouth slowly and deeply, dropping into this moment. One more just like that. Inhale, and then exhale out your mouth. Just lying here for a few more moments, really connecting to your breath, paying attention to your inhales and your exhales. I highly encourage you to pause this video and take a little bit longer of a Shavasana for yourself. But if time does not allow, that is perfectly fine. Just go ahead and find small movements in your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming back into the moment, really feeling all this space you've created, all that strength you've created. Just recognizing how you feel now compared to when you first arrived on your mat today. Go ahead and bring your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a final hug. Maybe you want to rock side to side, getting that final massage in your spine. Then just go ahead and bring yourself up to a seated position, however is most comfortable for you, so we can close this practice together. Coming into Sukhasana, easy pose. Really lengthening our spine here, sitting up tall, lengthening our crown towards the sky. Bringing your hands into heart center. The love and light in me honors the love and light as it is uniquely expressed in you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, friends. I hope to see you again soon.